Hi everyone, thank you for joining us for Thursday night reading and productivity sprints. Today I'm joined with two of my lovely friends who both started as online friends and have now become real life friends as well. We've got Kasha from Kasha's Book Sematary to the side of me. I don't know which side you are. I'm just going to point that way somewhere. Kasha has two YouTube channels, Kasha's Book Sematary, talking about books. And what is the horror one called again, Kasha?
Just Kasha Wonderland.
Yeah, Kasha Wonderland to talk about horror. And then we've got Chelle Toy, who I'm pretty sure is below me, but who knows. Chelle is the host of Point Horror Book Club on Instagram and is also recently, in fact, you're both on TikTok now, aren't you? We've all recently ventured onto TikTok.
For my sins.
Yeah. It's quite a wild ride trying to understand TikTok. Just when I think I've got it, it throws me whole new curveballs. So tonight I'm feeling slightly panicked that I've got absolutely loads of things I want to get done. The productivity sprint's just not relaxing for me at the minute. I'm like, how many tasks can I cram in? So I'm going to go through the comments and see what people are planning to do in the sprint. So let us know if you're planning to read or do something productive. But first, Chelle, do you want to tell us what are you planning to do with yourself tonight?
Oh, well, I've done the usual thing that I've got too many books on the go at the moment. So I've got a live chat for the Point Hard Book Club on Saturday. Yes, Saturday. So
Oh, I
I'm
need to
gonna
finish
try
it
and
by
finish
then.
this. Yeah, so the roommate, but I've literally like read 30 pages and that's what I need to read that. So definitely going to be reading that. But I'm also reading at the moment, so I might just dip into a few depending on what I feel like. So I'm trying to read Christopher Pike, Give Me a Kiss. I'm rereading My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. And I'm also reading Mina and the Slayer for Kasha's
Yes.
read along. So I'm doing a buddy read with Melina with that. So yeah, so
Thank you.
yay.
Which is sort of a
So
reread because you've read an early version of it, but it's
yeah,
a bit different. So how about
so I've
you,
got a bit of
Kasha?
a mishmash.
So Shelley has a complete stack of books. What are you planning to
Yes.
do with your time?
Well, since I've been working all day for like the whole week, I've had like zero time for reading. So I feel like I deserve to read a little bit right now.
You do. You definitely
And
do.
I just got so many new books. I'm a little bit overwhelmed because I want to start them all at the same time. And yeah, so I'm going to be reading on the sprints, The Hunting of Tyrese Walker. I hope to finish it
Ooh.
maybe because I started it last week and then my life got busy and, I haven't been able to finish it. But I'm really, really loving it. It comes out on the 6th of October. And another expected release of mine, Friend
Yay.
of Lives.
Yeah.
I
It just
still
came
haven't
in
had
the
a chance to
mail and
pick
I'm
it up
like, I
yet.
want to read it. And then I've just been working, and the book has been there looking at me sad. And
Oh,
I think it's time. I think it's time. It's
I
time.
think I'm going to read it
Yeah.
next week, so we'll be able to compare
I
notes
think
because
I'm
I've
gonna
got.
read it
Are you?
as well. Yeah, next week
Oh,
or week
cool.
after. I'll see
Excellent.
how I get on with the staff. But I'm excited for that one, Kasha.
Yes.
Looks really good.
Yeah, I
Well,
love Starting a Cornfield so much. I've been waiting for
Mm.
the sequel for so long.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've got really high expectations, and I know how it feels to write a sequel and have people
Yeah.
hope that you're going to like it as much as the first one. And so, yeah, I'm like excited and a little bit nervous as well. I'm sure I will love it. Yeah, so I've got an exciting email today. I'm hefting up. So the Lurking in the Dark anthology, I have the like proof pages of it. So I'm going to
Ooh.
check my werewolf short story in that, which is really fun. And I'm gonna, I mean, obviously I'm not going to edit the other stories, but I'm going to have a quick read of them on there as well. And I'm reading Lord of the Fly Fest by Golden Moldovsky, which I think I've got about 100 pages left. Like you, Kasha, I seem to have had no time this week, so this book's just been looking at me. It's really good, and I've just not had time to think about it. And
Yeah, I want
also,
to get
I'm
that
working.
one.
Yeah, it is really good so far. And I'm also working on a book that I probably do need to do some work on tonight as well. So the comments are starting to stack up. I'm just going to say hi to some people. Oh, Katie's here. Hi, Katie. Katie came on the sprints a few weeks ago now. It was really fun chatting in real life, sort of real life. Hi, Melina. Thank you for joining us. Hi. Can you just please tell me if I'm saying this right? Is it Rekka? I know we've talked quite a bit, and every time I look, I'm like, oh, such a pretty name. I don't know how to say it, so please tell me. Hi, if I've pronounced your name right. I hope I have. Hi, Alora. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Hi, Caroline. You have good taste in t-shirts. That's
Let's start
excellent.
a call.
Oh,
Let me.
your t-shirts are always so good.
That's
Oh,
brilliant. I love it.
yeah.
It's so cute and cheerful, and yet dark and terrifying.
Yes,
Um,
that's my vibe.
Hi, Lottie. Oh, yes. Tell us what you're reading. Finishing your book sounds like a good goal for the night. Oh my gosh, okay, if that's the same book that you were reading when I last spoke to you, I'm really glad you've got through it. I think that's been a hard one. We had a little chat, Katie and I, about whether you DNF books or do not DNF them. And I said DNF it if you're not enjoying it. How about you, Shelley? Are you a DNFer or a struggle through to the very end? Katie was a struggle through.
I struggle through. Yeah, I try not to give up and I try and just persevere because I think I've got this far now. I just need to keep going, but it doesn't always pay off. Sometimes I get to the end and I think, why didn't I just DNF it? Like, why didn't I?
I've got so many books now, and sometimes I even DNF near the end. If I just lose it, I'm like, that's it, I'm going to stop. How about you,
I need
Kasha?
to get better.
Are you a DNFer or a
I'm a sadist.
push to the end?
I torture myself. I
get
just
that.
I feel bad, it's like I already got into it. I'm invested, like I feel bad just stopping. I don't know. I try now, like if I'm really in the early pages, if I'm, I don't know, 30 pages in and it's really not for me, I try to let it go. But if I'm in the middle, then I just have to keep going.
See, I
need
get that.
That's what I mean. You kind of have to just carry on.
I'm like, I'll just get it over with. It's like I'll do it. I can do it.
And I know, you know how much effort's gone into that book, don't you? That the authors like put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. But I don't know. I just think even as the author of a book, like or two, if people didn't want to read it, I think I'd just be like, you can put it down. I won't be offended. Not everybody likes everything, but it's interesting how you both.
I think as well, it depends what mood you're in as well, doesn't it? Because sometimes I DNF, I rarely DNF, but when I do, like it's because I just wasn't in the mood. So then if I pick it up another time, I end up really enjoying it. So yeah,
I think it's a time in your life thing as well, because I really love Pet Sematary, but now I've had a little boy and he now is about the age of the kid in Pet Sematary. I'm like, no Pet Sematary for me until he's like 25 or something. So yeah, I think you can pick up a book. I would have DNF Pet Sematary if I'd picked it up like this month or two. So yeah, I think you can definitely maybe come back to stuff in the future. Let's see what we're racing through the comments tonight. Is that a reread, Lottie, or is that a first read? I've only read that once a long time ago. I did enjoy those books, and I keep thinking that I'd like to read them again. I think they're the Mortal Instruments ones, aren't they? Have either of you? I'm assuming you haven't, Shelley. Is it safe so much you haven't read the Mortal Instruments? It's not your kind of thing, is it?
I'm not. I struggle a lot with like fantasy and things like that. I know that's really like horrible to say. I just really do. I've tried.
They're all different. I know I've tried to push them on you, and if it doesn't stick, it doesn't stick. How about you, Kasha? Are you much of? I know you don't read as much fantasy.
No,
have you read any of those?
Own the books, but I've never picked them up, so I don't know if I should just let them go at this point. I like dark fantasy. I read a book called Not Even Bones. Maybe I can recommend that to Shelley because it has fantasy, but it's really dark, like with monsters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It's called Not Even Bones.
Oh,
by Rebecca
I've got a little
Sheffer.
pen here. I'm gonna write
That's
that
what I
down.
should have done.
I think it's I don't know if it's a duology or if it's a trilogy, but it's really dark with monsters and it has some fantasy in it, but it's not like your typical fantasy. Like it's really dark and it gets bloody and stuff. So I liked it.
Okay.
Excellent. See, dark and bloody fantasy does sound like my kind of thing.
That sounds like my kind of thing.
Melina, I'm really jealous that you've got Alex Bell's new book. I need to somehow try and get a copy of this. Is that a red eye one?
I've pre-ordered that.
Or have you?
Yeah,
if it's a red eye one.
The new red eye, yeah.
Is it?
I pre-ordered it. I think it might be out in October, I think.
Oh, okay, that's not too long to wait. I don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
I love Alex Bell's writing.
I'm gonna add that one too.
And thank you for reading my book. It's always so nice to see my own books pop up on these things.
We've been enjoying buddy reading it as well. It's great.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't mangle it too much. I always want to pronounce people's names right, so thank you. And it's a lovely name. I like coming across names from all over the world. It's great. Oh, Mary Key is coming up absolutely everywhere. Have you read that, Kasha? Like literally every horror tuber video that I see at the minute seems to
I
have
have it
Mary.
on my card, but I haven't bought it yet. If it's the one that I'm thinking of.
Horror, I take it. It's a horror
I
book.
think if it's the one I'm thinking of, is it the one that's really scary that has the woman on the front?
It's been on my Amazon card for a long time, but I still haven't bought it. It's just sitting there.
Yeah. See, I've looked at it a few times. It's on those where it's a bit expensive. I'm like,
let's see.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. Are you enjoying it, Alora? Do we need to take the plunge and read? Oh, plunge! There's a bath on the front. Sorry, bath plunge. Shelley, are you a brummie?
I am. For my sins, no, I am. I always say I'm like Peaky Blinders without the violence. But yeah, I am a brummie. Yeah, I can't, even though I've moved to like Warwickshire now, and I think I've got more brummie as I've moved. I didn't think I was that brummie before, but now I can really hear it.
Oh, we love it. We do. Interesting. Oh, I wish I'd seen about that read along. I would have probably done that too, because I've been thinking about rereading them for ages. Maybe I'll jump in and try and catch up. I don't know. It might be a bit late for me, but it's not. I don't think it's an intelligence thing, honestly. No. I think it's just a different way of writing, isn't it? It's very like world building and kind of immersive in a lot of history and background and stuff. Is that what does it for you, Shelley? For me, it's definitely the world building where I get a bit lost.
Yeah, it's the world building. I get completely confused with names and world building, but I have read some fantasy. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is fantasy. You know, like the Caraval series. I think Woody read that.
Yeah.
I really, really liked that. I like that kind of fantasy. If it captures my attention within the first chapter, then it's got me. With a fantasy
it's grounded in something that feels quite real and recognizable.
Yeah.
I think things like Caraval.
Yeah.
How about, have you read Caraval, Kasha?
Yes, I didn't continue because I was not so much in love with it as I expected. But I did like the Night Circus, which also has magic in it.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, I recommend that.
That's actually on
magical
my shelf,
realism. So I think that might work better for us, or for people that don't want so much fantasy. If you get magical realism, it's easier because it's grounded in reality. So
but I do know what Caroline's saying. I have thought myself, like, am I just not getting it? Like, am I not clever?
No, it's not you.
So I know what Caroline's saying there.
Okay, I'm going to go through a couple more comments and get to a sprint soon. Dead Voices, I don't know what that is. Anybody heard of it?
Oh, do I have it?
But my bank balance is going to hear of it later.
You keep writing them down, Shelley. You can be like team writer for tonight, and you can give us a little sleepy very organised. Do you think I'd have a pen in reach? I do not. I have. In fact, I need to get one actually.
It's because I need to make notes for my book, so I was all prepared. But now I've got like a TBR, future TBR list.
You're just going to be buying books during these sprints. I can see it now. Oh, Letters from Wolverhampton.
Oh, yay! Like proper, probably the same as me.
Okay, excellent. Oh, I bet that's an interesting read for a book club, because I imagine some people in the club might not be quite as dark and spooky. So interesting. I'd love to know what you think of it, Ilora. Oh, so Ilora says it is good. Cool. I'm quite tempted. I might have to look at it, but I've got so much to do. I'm not going to buy books. Don't hold me to account, you two. If you see me pick up my phone, can you just message me and say, read, right. No book buying. Okay, so I think I've got through the comments. There's loads of people chatting tonight, which is lovely. Feel free to keep chatting as you're during the sprints, or just chat to us afterwards. Let us know what you're reading. And after the sprints, we'll come back together and see what everybody has been getting up to. Hoping we can all say we've been super productive tonight. Just fair warning, I am using the Pomodoro kitty, so it will meow at you. I'm going to do 40-minute sprints. We'll probably do a 40-minute one, a bit of chat, 40 minutes, a bit more chat, and then a shorter one to finish off, because I'm always flagging by the end. So I'm just going to pop the kitty on, and then I'm just going to mark where I got up to in the comments.
I got my book naked. Don't look, children. It's naked.
See,
I cannot read hardcovers with the slip. I can't. I
I
can't.
tend to start with them on, and sometimes, depending on the book,
No.
I usually take them off. How about you, Shelley? Do you undress your book or do you leave it on?
Always. No, yeah, sometimes I do. It depends how annoyed I'm getting with
Yeah,
the dust
same.
cover. But yeah, but
My toddler's got a really
most of the
big habit.
time.
I use them as a bookmark if I'm keeping it on, and he tends to pull them off, and I'm like, no, lost
Oh
my page. So
no.
yeah, generally with
Oh.
little boy around, I take them off. Okay, so I'm going to put the kitty on and go to sprints. So we will see you on the other side, everybody. Hello, everyone. I hope the cat didn't get too many of you. Did it make you jump, Shelley?
It
I thought
did.
it
But
might.
the thing is, I knew it was coming, and still jumped.
Oh, I'm staring at it, ready to pause it, and I still yeah, I can't help it. Oh, let's see. So, how did you get on, Kasha?
Good. Got 50 pages in.
Very good. Good concentration. I find sometimes in the sprint, the focus time, like I'm amazed at how much more I can read.
Yeah.
So, are you
I also
enjoying the
lock my
books?
cats out normally.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my toddler's asleep, so same thing. Like I can concentrate. So, did you? Are you enjoying the book so far?
Yes. I cannot say too much because it's a continuation, but we're following basically some of the characters of book one. And it starts really nicely with some descriptions of blood. So
Oh, good.
I was there for it.
So, what was book one called?
Clona Cornfield.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you're on Friendo Lives now. I thought you
Yes.
were on the other one for some reason.
No,
Ah,
I'm on Friendo Lives.
excellent. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. How about you, Shelley? How did you get on? Which one did you go with in the
Yeah.
end?
My point horror because I've got the chat on Saturday, so I thought, oh, so I think I read about 40 pages. Yeah, about 40, so I'm getting there. But yeah, it's this one was never my favourite point horror. But I wanted to do it just to be like because it's the second one in the Nightmare Hall. But actually, on the reread, I'm actually finding like good elements to it. Like I have four friends as like a one that's quite funny. Lacey, she's hilarious. So
Yes,
I'm
I've just started reading it. Yeah, some of the writing style I'm finding a bit odd, like a bit different from other
yeah,
point horrors. Not necessarily a bad thing, but
yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to figure
It's
out because it's third
it's
person. It's a
interesting.
bit like you can't quite tell. You're not inside the character's head to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
So yeah,
no, it's yeah. I'm enjoying it on the reread actually, but I always remember thinking like not much happens in it. Not selling point horror very well here, but yeah, not much happens in it. And all I remember was something to do with a rabbit hedge later on
oh,
in the in
okay.
I think yeah, but yeah, I'm enjoying it on the reread actually. Maybe I was a bit harsh years ago when I read it.
I need to try and finish it by Saturday night as well because I want to be there and be able to watch the chat. I'm in a hotel
Oh,
actually on
thank
Saturday
you.
night, so it'll be a good like little unwind after a busy day. So
Oh,
let's see. Let us know in the comments how you got on. Oh, in fact, I need to say what I did. So I've nearly finished
oh
reading
yeah,
my short story for the anthology, and I'm actually really enjoying it because I haven't read it since I submitted it. It's actually good to have had a little break because normally I have to edit things straight after I've written them, and there's no distance. So this has been nice to not read it for a bit and go, oh, actually, I like this. It's good to read stuff and not think, oh God, I want to change everything. I just want to change the typo so far, so that's a good feeling.
oh
Um,
that's good.
Catherine Arden. I've been meaning to read the Small Spaces book. It's one of those books that
Oh
people keep
yeah,
recommending. I didn't realize that was a series. You've just convinced me. I'm going to write Small Spaces down and add it to
oh
my list for next month
yeah.
because a book can only come up so many times before. I think it's a creepy middle grade book, isn't it?
Yes.
But meant to be pretty creepy for middle grade. Have you
I
read
have
it,
them all
Kasha?
on my list. No.
How about you, Shelley? Is it just on your radar but not read yet?
I've heard of the Small Spacey series, but I've not read any. But I think I'm going to be getting them now because I've seen
Yeah,
loads of people talking about them, how good they are, and the
yeah,
covers are amazing as
yeah.
Yeah,
They
they're
well.
are. They're
good.
really creepy. I think, yeah, I'm going to have to
Mm,
get one. That's going to be my
yeah,
order of the day. Thank you for convincing us. Um, oh, thank you, Han.
yeah.
So I'm having a
Oh,
new experience on Saturday. Han works at the Drake Bookshop, which sounds absolutely lovely. Han, you have to remind us what area it's in because my geography is shocking. But I'm going along in real life to a book club where people have read my book during the month, like we did with you, Kasha, virtually. But I'm going to actually sit and look at the people who've read it. So I hope it's good
Right.
news. It'll be really awkward if they all just sit there and go, we
oh,
weren't sure.
that's so good.
Hopefully it'll be good. But I'm really excited, and I'm so pleased that not only Han that you picked the book, but inviting me to come to the club, to the book club, and to the shop is really, really nice. Oh, see, another book. Laura's convincing us that we need to read Mary as
5
well.
stars.
I want to
That's
know.
it. I'm going to be ordering.
Yeah, I know. How brutal is it though, Laura? Because I think it's adult horror. Sometimes I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat. I have to know, like, will we be able to cope? How dark is it? I know that might convince Kasha to read it. It might scare me off.
I can take it. Just bring it.
It
We'll
gives me
see.
nightmares.
Yeah, I need gentle horror, please. But
The more the better.
And the main character is a ghost. Yeah, I know what you mean. So are you thinking that when a ghost is like, I'm fine, everything's fine, nothing's wrong. Yeah, we'd just be like, let me tell you what happened to me. God, these humans. Hi, Charlie. Thank you for coming. Charlie has also been on the sprints with me, and we had lots of fun chatting. And Charlie tried to turn us all into fantasy readers.
Yes.
Didn't quite work with me, but you know, I do like some fantasy, and Charlie gave me some others to add to my list, which is good. Oh, that sounds a little bit like toddler duty. I think replace pets with toddlers. I completely understand. In one of last week's sprints, I had a toddler wake up and I was like, yeah, I did nothing. Are you enjoying the book that you're reading, Lottie, is the question. I think you said you're reading the Mortal Instruments one. Is it a good read so far? Charlie.
Oh, no.
See, Charlie is younger than us, so
Charlie.
you have an excuse for not reading them the first time around, but Chelle and I will educate you. We'll tell you the ones to read. I think you would.
Charlie will have to come on as a guest, and then she can read the book, and then she's read a Point Horror then.
That's true. Did you hear that, everyone? Chelle's just invited Charlie to join Point Horror Book Club. That would be such interesting discussion, you and Charlie.
Yeah,
I
definitely. We'll sort it out, Charlie. Definitely.
Do it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to order them. I think that and
Yeah.
Mary are like rising to the top of my list for me. Books I need to order. Oh, Stockton on Tees, thank you. See, I knew it was on the way to Whitby because I'm also doing stuff in a book signing in Whitby on Sunday, which will be really fun because the main character of Mean and the Undead's from Whitby. So that'll be really exciting. Oh, I'm glad everyone's loving the book. That is very good news. They can say, though, if I'm brave, if anybody has anything to say, they can be honest. And I'll just try and take it. Yeah, brutal and gory. It depends on how brutal, but
Yes.
I'm glad you warned us. I'm going to read maybe a sample on my Kindle and decide.
I'm going to have to
I think
order
I'm just going to go for it and order it. Oh,
look. We're all getting distracted now. My fluffy cat. Chelle, have you got any fluffy cats to show us? Where are yours at the minute?
No, they've locked out of the room. I could hear one scratching on the door, actually, trying to get in.
Yeah, he was scratching at the door, so I had to open.
But yeah, it's a bit of chaos in my little room at the moment. So I've been sorting my books out. So.
Oh, it's like endless process, isn't it? There's no finished point with sorting books. They are really long, those books. Maybe I do need to not try and cram in a reread of them. 400-page mark's good. I think things start to speed up usually in the last third of the book, don't they? Oh, you are younger than us, Charlie, because I think Goosebumps. I just got a little bit too old for Goosebumps as Goosebumps came in, so I'm trying to get hold of them now. My husband just came in and threw this at me, so I have a fluffy mug. We don't have a real cat in our house. This is the only cat my toddler is currently allowed. He's really into cats, so every time we see a toy cat, we have to get it. Yeah, he loves cats. Like when we see cats in the street, like he'll stop every time and refuse to move until they've shown no interest in him. Whitby is amazing. I haven't been there, probably for 5 years or something. I absolutely love it. It's got such an atmosphere. If you're a Dracula fan, like obviously the scene's set there.
I've never been to Whitby.
We ought to go, Chelle. Okay, we'll add that to our list of places.
Yeah, I've never been, so road trip.
Yes. And in fact, in October they do like a vampire weekend, which I've never been to. So maybe we should do that. And people dress up and stuff. It sounds really fun. The furry cuteness, yes. I'm assuming you're not talking about the cuddly Morgan. You're talking about Kasha's real cat. What is your cat called, Kasha?
Morbius.
Morbius, cute.
Yes. Because he bites, so he's like a vampire, you know.
Vampire cat. Not vampire bat. Cats are funny creatures, aren't they? They can treat you with great disdain or great love. I had a really affectionate cat growing up, and my friend growing up had like a cat who was not interested in humans at all, just like feed me and stay away. Yeah,
we've got three cats, and like they've all got different personalities. So the one just lives in my son's bedroom, like she comes out for food, goes back in, that's it. The other one like just gives me love when he wants something. And then the other one just loves my husband so much that she doesn't go near anyone else. And like,
Oh,
even if like, if you're just having a little cat nap in bed, like, so you're just having a little sleep, she'll come in the middle of us and like snuggle under the blanket and put her head on Kev's pillow. She's like, honestly, she loves him so much.
at least you've each
Gets
got a
jealous.
cat that shows you love. Like there aren't
Yeah,
three cats loving one human. That's good. Yeah,
yeah.
we've just discovered Mog in our house. We've got the picture book of Mog, and it's really cute. It's a definite favourite at the minute. So we had to get the toy to go with the book.
No.
Yes, we'll pick a point, Hara.
Yes,
Let's pick a good one and
finally.
get Charlie on the chat.
I'm on it.
6 cats, 3 are
Yes.
12-week-old kittens. Please send photos of the kittens. I don't know whether you can do it on here, but send them to me, Lottie. I want to see.
Oh, yeah.
I do like
Yeah,
cats
so we
very, very
have
much.
3 inside of the house, but then I have 3 that come to my garden and basically
Oh,
live there.
oh,
So
cute.
Oh, I think I've seen that on your Instagram story,
yeah,
Kasha.
we basically live there on the garden. So it's like, okay, we just put a house now for them for winter and stuff because they keep coming
Yeah.
every day.
That's awesome. I can see the person that might sort of have animals gravitate towards you, Kasha. You're very kind of caring, despite the scariness of the stuff
Yes.
that you like. You're very
Yes.
kind and caring as well. Right.
I just
So,
like animals, people.
yeah, no.
Like in movies, in books, like animals, please don't kill them, people. It's okay.
Yeah, I do get that. I'm the same with children and animals, no,
Yeah.
but and
But
adults,
adult,
it's okay.
eh,
Okay, so I've got 2 pages left to read of my short story, and then I'm going to do some
Ooh.
writing. I think. What are you carrying on reading the books that you both started in yours in the next
Yeah, I'm
two?
going to carry on.
yes.
Awesome. I want to know, updating us about Friendo Lives, Kasha, because I really want to
Oh,
know if it carries
yeah.
on being awesome. Please keep letting us know, people in the chat, how you're getting on with your reading or doing. It seems like everyone else is reading apart from me. If you're doing anything else, let us know. Or like wrangling cats in Lottie's case. See, cats,
Yeah.
they're so lovely, aren't they? But it is like having extra children in the house.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna set up the kitty and go to sprints. So we'll see you all at the end. Hope everybody has a good reading session. Hello, giving you all a second to recover before I unmute you both. Still jumping at the cat.
I didn't jump so much this time.
Good. I almost didn't want that sprint to end. I felt like I was kind of getting into a bit of a productive groove. Somehow I managed to do a TikTok, which admittedly my husband was sitting next to me doing most of the work editing it. I wrote like 500 words and finished reading my short story, so I'm pretty happy with that 40 minutes. I felt like I could have done that again though. How about you, Shelley? Was that a productive little bit of time?
Yeah, I've read a few chapters and I've done loads of notes for my chat on Saturday. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting somewhere now. I felt like I wasn't going to get it done until tonight, and then I've done it.
Yay. So do you find it quite a fun way to read, to kind of annotate it and be analytical for the chat, or does it take some of the fun out? What's it like?
I used to be like really I used to write really extensive notes, like character descriptions, everything. But then as I've gone on and I've got used to like what I say or what we chat about on the chat, I just tend to write like things that happen. Just like prompters, so then when I'm just writing some notes I can just refer to them. It's normally like things I find funny more than anything
Oh, there's
in
plenty
the
in point
point
horror
horror.
books, isn't there? Like the
Yeah,
clothes they wear and the stuff they say and
the
the things they
clothes.
do. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they've
there's
just had
quite.
an argument about a cashmere jumper in this
Oh,
one.
there's always something like that. Like cashmere. I remember as a kid thinking that I needed a cashmere jumper because of like Sweet Valley High and Point Horror. And then you look and the
Yeah.
50 quid are really itchy and you're like, maybe not. How about you, Kasha? How's Friendo going? Has he started murdering yet, or are we kind of still in the build-up?
Sadly, not yet. I have yeah, I'm
So
okay.
how much have you read?
106 now.
Okay. Are we enjoying it?
Yeah, I mean, it's going back to some of the characters from the first book. I mean, everybody knows it's a slasher, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything. So
No.
basically, the book starts thinking back on the massacre that happened in the first book and follows some of the characters and what the media has done with the events and how that
Okay.
has affected certain characters and stuff like that. So it's kind of following, like every chapter follows different characters, so it's kind of split in chapters. And I think at some point, I guess they're gonna meet or something, and I guess hopefully people are gonna get killed.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing, a sequel, isn't it? Because it's like you've kind of got to deal with the fallout of the first book. And if you're trying to make it realistic, those people have been through hell and you need to show that. But then you want to make sure that the action kind of ramps up as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Is it about 500 pages long? So there should be plenty of
I
murder
think
for you.
no, it's under 400, I think, or 400.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
kind
I
of
was
got it right.
wondering if I was going to
400.
reread the first book first and then read the second, but I'm not sure. What do you
It's a
think,
tricky
Kasha? Do
one.
you think you need to?
I wanted to, but I just didn't have the time, so I just jumped into it. I mean, it does tell you a little bit of what happened at the beginning, so I guess that people get kind of like a quick recap in a way. I like the way the book starts. It's like a couple of people are watching a documentary based on the massacre.
Okay.
And apparently this documentary is saying things that are not true about what happened, like stuff like that. So it goes over some character names and people that survived or that didn't survive. So it does give you some clues, I guess, to kind of refresh book one.
Okay, interesting.
I like that. I like the way that sequels can start in different ways. Some might have a summary and then some kind of thread it through the text, and that sounds like a different thing again. I like that. So let's go to the comments and see what people have been reading, what they are chatting about. Oh, I feel smug now. I have some kitten photos on Instagram. I'll forward them to you, Shelley, if you want to. As long as Lottie doesn't mind. Sadly can't share on here. I will tell you in advance. I'm sure Lottie's kittens are exceptionally cute. Sorry, everyone else. Oh, Rincha Pico. I'd like to read more of their books. I read something, would it have been The Bone Witch a really long time ago, and thought it was great. So I hope you're enjoying that, Alora. Please let us know what it's like at the beginning. I've got that on my shelves. Ooh, which one have you got on your shelves, Charlie? Your shelves seem to have everything on. Like when we were talking last week, Charlie was like, wait, I have that one. Anytime we mentioned a book, it was great. Okay, Lord of Fly Fest, I'm really enjoying. I think it's quite different to The Last Girl is the only other Goldie Moldavsky book I've read. And that one has kind of a definite slasher feel. This one's more like a sort of slow burning thriller where you're trying to figure out who you can trust. And the main character has this podcast and she's got an agenda that she's trying to solve a mystery while she is at this music festival, which isn't quite what it appeared to be. I think the back of the book says that as well. I'm not giving too much away. Talking carefully. So yeah, it's different. It hasn't got as much of the horror feel as the first book, although it's starting. I think I'm like 2/3 the way through, and it's kind of, you know, and you can feel the pace ramping up, and you think it's just going to take off. So yeah, it's really good, but quite different. I think if you enjoyed The Last Girl, you would enjoy it, but it just has a slightly different feel. Excellent. Well done, Lottie. I will share Kitten.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited.
I like scarier. I'm happy with a sequel up, so it's taken Bad Results off my bucket list now. Okay. I think we all need these books. Kasha can enjoy the horrible scariness, and Chelle will hide behind cushions for the really scary bits.
That sounds good. Oh, I'm getting that, definitely. I'm sold.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think Mary and Small Spaces are the two that have kind of stood out for me. And Cash is making me want to pick up Friendo like right now, even though I'm reading.
I know.
Yes, I'm really excited because, you know, when you haven't read certain characters for a while and you really enjoy the story and now they're there again, it's nice, you know, to go back.
Yeah, so does it have the same main characters? Like, are all of them in it, or is it like some of them have kind of faded out of the picture?
Well, some of them didn't make it. So
yeah. So those, yeah,
those are there.
Yeah. But like, so the people who made it to the end of the book, have we picked up with them?
Yeah. The ones are back, basically.
Okay.
I'm not saying names.
I think sometimes I'm sad with a sequel when it goes off in a completely different direction and you don't get to see what
it's following the same character, so that's good.
Okay, yeah.
I'm so excited now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not even more excited than I was before.
Okay, I have Killed the Boy Band. Have you read that one, Shelley?
Yeah, I've read that one. I really liked it. I thought it was fun. Definitely.
I think Goldie's written quite a few books, hasn't she? Because has she written a couple of others? So there's The Last Girl, Kill the Boy Band, and then is there maybe one or two others as well?
I want to say The Last Girl was a third.
Oh, was it? Oh, I might be wrong then.
I might be wrong. But
Yeah,
I definitely read Kill the Boy Band a few years ago, and it is really fun. Yeah, I think you'd like that, Amy. I think you'd like that.
Yeah, somebody recommended it to me at Yelp one year, and I instantly bought it. And then it's one of those things I came home, put it on my shelf, and it just added to the pile. And I can never get through them all. At some point, I will bust my backlist, but then I come on stuff like this and get a list of 20 other books I want to buy and just ruin it for myself. So I think I've caught up with the comments. So I think we'll do one last sprint. I'm going to just go to the kitty. I don't think you can see it on the screen, everyone, but I'm just going to change it to 30 minutes. If I can remember how to do that. I do this every time where I get distracted by like looking at pictures of different kitties we could have and stuff, but I'm going to stick with the black one for now. So I will do 30 minutes for the last sprint. I think I've done that right. So please let us know in the comments. This, as I mentioned, will be the last one. So let us know how you've got on with your book, if you feel you've been, or whatever you're doing, if you feel you've been productive tonight. I'm struggling. I don't normally wear glasses for these. I don't know what to do with myself because I went to the opticians today and had to take my contact lenses out. So sorry for all the glasses wiggling. I'm not used to being a glasses wearer on screen. It's like something to get used to. So yeah, totally taking myself off on a tangent there. But we will do the last 30 minutes. I think I might turn my camera off and put the TV on and relax a little bit. So we will catch up on the other side. I'll set the timer off now. So see you all in half an hour. Hello, everyone. I muted you. Are you used to the kitty now,
Oh.
Chelle?
So you say again?
Are you used to the kitty now?
Yeah. I caught it just before it was about to go off, so I thought, phew.
One time I'll get you when you're reading a really tense baby book and you'll just be like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Well, I ended up toddler wrangling during that. So I replied to
Oh.
one email and did a bit of TikTok and then saw a toddler because he's got a bit of a cold, so he's not really sleeping. How about you? Did you get much more reading done? Kasha, do you want to start and tell us what you've been up to?
Yeah, so I've been trying to catch up with The Hunting of Therese Walker.
Okay.
So I'm in page 192 now, so I have like this little bit left.
Ooh. Are you
Finally.
enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a middle grade book, but there is some body horror in it, which I appreciate. Not a lot of people are gonna like that part because it's a bit more graphic. There's also insects and stuff, so it's a little bit more, yeah, like it's middle grade, but I would say a bit creepier than other middle grades. So it depends on your level, but I really enjoy it, and you get to see a lot of like culture from Jamaica and stuff like that,
Oh, cool.
which I like to see. Something different, to hear more about their culture, about the specific beliefs and things like that. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That sounds really good. Is it a standalone?
I think so. It's gonna come out now in October.
Okay.
And I haven't got to the end, so I don't know if there's a cliffhanger,
Okay.
so I cannot say.
But yeah, but that's the first book of something. It either stands alone
Yes,
or makes books
yes,
after it. Okay,
yes.
cool. How about you, Shelley? How's it going with Nightmare Hall?
Yeah. So I've read loads. So I've nearly finished it now. So I might
Awesome.
actually try and stay up and finish it. So I'm all prepared. And yeah, nothing much happens in the book, but it is starting to get going a little bit now. So what I like is like, because there's these four roommates, and there's just what I didn't appreciate before when I read it, because obviously I'm just used to the classic point horror, was the like disorientation between the four characters. So you got like this opening scene, and then it builds around that, and you're not quite sure what's going on, and it's actually done quite well. Yeah, I didn't pick that up the first time I read it many years ago, but yeah, it's getting there. It's good. I'm still waiting for the hedge bit to happen. I'm sure there's like a rabbit hedge or something in this book. I'm sure.
Is it going to be one of those point horror things? So I do that all the time when I pick up a point horror. Like, is this the one with the pool of piranhas, or like the
Yeah,
alien who loses it? And you're like, no, okay, that was the
yeah.
wrong one.
I'm sure it's got some type of scene where she falls into this hedge and it's like in the shape of a rabbit or something. I'm sure I haven't dreamt this. Oh, it's gonna happen soon.
Sorry, I'm just realizing that there's lots of comments, so I'm just trying to find the right bit. I've just gone all over the place. Oh, we've got a new viewer. Hi, Elena. Elena says she's new to the channel.
Oh.
Just finished Don't Hate the Player. I haven't read that. That sounds like maybe adult romance. Was it good?
Oh.
We would love to know. Oh, that is excellent. I need to learn this not looking at the phone thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I need like an app blocker or something on my phone, like switch off for 40 minutes of sprints, because I can't help it. Especially when I've just posted TikTok. I'm like, are there any comments? How's it doing? Do I need to reply to anybody? I just can't stop. I think I'm actually addicted. Oh, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Elena. And Elena's saying hi to Kasha. Awesome. Well done, Lottie. I don't think I mentioned yet, Lottie's going to be on the sprint with me next week. And with Lizzie, who's also a YouTuber. So that will be really lovely. And Elena's also saying hi to Shelley. So I'm just scrolling through many comments. There is a hedge. You're not making it up.
Oh, yes. I knew I wasn't going mad.
Now I have to read it.
After all those years, that's the only... Well, other than the reveal, I do always remember the reveal in this one, but other than that, the only other thing I remember is the hedge. How bad's that?
Honestly, not bad. Oh, my Nightmare Before Christmas clock's going to sing. Sorry in advance. I don't know if you can hear This Is Halloween playing in the background. I'm just going to carry on and pretend it's not. Can you hear it? I'm not sure whether you can through my headphones and stuff. Lottie, we need to fix that. Okay, so next week on the sprints, I'll try and do it in my room with all my point horrors behind me, and we can chat point horror, and I can see if I can see you.
All mine are behind there.
So, Shelley, get thinking about what we think that Lottie should start with. If you're at all interested, Lottie, sorry if we're just pushing you.
Yeah, definitely.
In the direction of point horror. Oh, me too, Lottie. Thank you. I love it. Chatting to people that I've chatted to before in messages, it's always really lovely to kind of interact on screen. I know it's not quite real life, but it's almost as good. Oh, cool. Sounds like you're having an amazing reading night, Alora. Like a few chapters into one book and finishing off another. I need to get more like this. I seem to read like a chapter of 5 different books and not actually get anywhere at the minute.
That's my problem.
I know. I really want to read Nightmare Hall though before Saturday, so that I can properly engage the chat. Although, like you said, I can remember enough about it. I think that I can probably manage if I can't.
I reckon
I can't get it done by then. I've got a few car journeys before then, so I might see if I can squeeze it in. So I think that's it for the comments, and it's getting to that time where I can feel myself going all blurry, so I think I'm going to sign off, especially because the toddler's probably going to wake up on me. Just to let people know, I am doing a couple of things this weekend. If anybody is in the area of Normanby Hall, I'm doing the first No Limits Festival, a fun workshop, hopefully not, workshop about going from workshop, yeah, it could be, about going from blogger to author and chatting about my journey and sort of sharing experiences. That'll be fun. Then I'm at Drake Bookshop a little bit further north, and then in Whitby doing a signing on Sunday. So if you're in any of those areas and want to say hi, that'd be awesome. So I think that just leaves me to say thank you so much. Lottie is just saying what I'm saying. Thank you, pals, for sprints. That was just literally what I was about to say. As always, lovely to chat to you, Chelle and Kasha. And I know that you've done chats with each other now, so it's like we're getting this proper live friend thing going, and we just need to get the real life meetups too. I think a vampire weekend in Whitby needs to happen. At some point.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you both. I don't know about you, but I just feel like much more productive. I think even on nights I'm not doing sprints. I need to do like a fake sprint to make myself work, because I always get so much more done. Maybe I just need to set a laptop up as if I'm being watched, and then I might actually be really good and get all my jobs done. Yeah, it is good. I'm tempted to do more as well, but I need to just stop. One a week, I think, is enough for now.
Yeah, it's good. It's been really good.
Oh, cool. And Caroline, that's probably a good note to end on. So if anybody else wants to find us, we are basically on all of the social media, all 3 of us. I think we're pretty easy to track down. So thank you as ever for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I think I'm here next week as well. I've got some dates that I'm not going to be able to do over the next couple of months as things get busy with Halloween and stuff. And I'm going to Disneyland Paris, yay, in a few weeks. So I'll be signing off from YouTube for that week. But yeah, I'll always let people know. And as I mentioned, Lizzie and Lottie are joining us next week. So hopefully I'll see some of you there. Thanks again, Kasha and Chelle. And we'll see everybody soon.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you. Bye.